Hello, this is Joshua for Frost Dragon Designs, and today I'd like to talk to you about my True Neutral Axolotl hard enamel pin. This pin is part of a 9-pin collection of alignment axolotls. Good to evil, lawful to chaotic, there are 9 possible combinations. Now let's get into the design. The True Neutral design for the alignment axolotls I think is a great place to start because it allows me to really explain the twists and turns that got us to where we ended up with this particular project. This whole project started as a collaboration project. It was going to end up being a 3-way collaboration project between myself, one of my wholesale clients, and someone that one of my wholesale clients works with. The idea was that the wholesale client and myself were going to work up the concept. I was going to design the pins, and the third member of our collaboration was basically going to be the spokesperson or face for this particular project. Now, I will say right now that third person had no idea we were working on it, and that's fine. It was done as a speculative project, and that was fine. I didn't have any understanding that it was definitely going to happen. I knew that this was a, it might not kind of situation. And so as myself and the wholesale client were batting around ideas, we kind of landed on the concept of the alignment grid, and that it would be kind of cool to have characters representing each of the 9 alignments. We weren't quite sure whether we were going to go in a cat direction or if we were going to go in a dragon direction. But honestly, with the way I was doing the body, it would be pretty easy to switch, so I mocked up True Neutral as both a cat monk and a dragon monk. Now, I am known partially for my Black Cat RPG series, so I wanted to make sure that the head and face on the cats had a slightly different look and appearance to it, as I wasn't really sure whether the final product was going to have my branding or not because of the involvement of the third party, and so I just wanted to differentiate it a little bit more if it was going to be a cat, and that worked out fine. It looked nice. But we ended up going with the direction of dragons. I'm going to take a quick second to apologize to anyone who thought that the cat looked really good, or anyone who really liked the idea of the dragons. Because then what happened was, after I had a number of these designed that myself and the wholesale client liked, when we went to the third party, they said, it's cute, it's nice, doesn't quite fit my brand, I'm going to pass on this one. Perfectly fine, well within their right. Like I said, this was not something where we were expecting them to say yes necessarily. It would have been nice, but it didn't work out that way. So then the project kind of got shelved for a period of time. And during that period of time, 2 things happened. My Axolotl Barbarian pin that I designed a couple years ago was selling very well. And at the same time, I had a friend ask if I could work up a project for their daughter that also involved an axolotl. And it felt like the stars were aligning, and I thought to myself, I could probably turn the alignment dragons at that point into alignment axolotls fairly easily. And so that's what I did. I went about updating and changing the designs that I had completed from dragons to axolotls. And I think I still had a few more in the set that I needed to finish out that I hadn't completed by the time we, sent them to that third party that then said no. So I finished out the 9 alignments as axolotls, and I thought they looked pretty good. And I decided, I like these enough that I'm just going to put together a crowdfunding campaign and let's see what happens. And, the project, it languished in an unfunded state for most of the time. And then through the amazing generosity of one of the backers, we ended up getting just barely over the production funding. And I'm very thankful for that because I think these are good looking pins and I think they will find their audience. It just was not found on the crowdfunding platform, but I truly believe that they will find their audience. I think at its core, what the challenge with this is that we have those words calling out specific alignments, and then the characters are specific classes. And so someone may really love the Axolotl Thief but maybe they don't identify with chaotic evil. And I think that that's where we got ourselves into some trouble with these designs, is because I think they're too specific from the standpoint of it's an axolotl of a specific class, and then I'm calling out a specific alignment with the text. So if I had a time machine and I could go back in time, I would probably not do the alignment thing, which is funny because the concept of the alignments is what started this project to begin with. Anyway, I feel like I learned a ton from this project, and I look forward to showing you the rest of the design process for the other designs. If you like this one, if you like hearing me talk about kind of how this happened, please go ahead, like, and subscribe. I try to release 1 to 2 new design videos a week, and I would love to have you along for the next one. So thank you so much again for your time, and have a great rest of your day.